Um,
Was it music? Like, she hears music. And were
yeah,
there voices
it
too?
was they consider it, and then they're like, yeah, it was music, but then you all begin to hear the laughter again.
Rona, Savni, we can keep an eye on my sister. We can't keep an eye on everybody. Can you guys go home and stay safe until we can figure out what it is and
Wait
get
a
the
minute.
adults involved?
If you can't hear that laughter, there's probably a pixie or something around here. We should be looking at flowers and stuff. This could be like a little fairy doing like tricks on us or something.
Might be bigger than a little one.
But everybody laughs. What makes you think it's a pixie?
Because we don't see anyone.
This doesn't feel like a pixie's prank. I mean, it might be, but...
And don't forget the snake, too, guys. I mean, there was definitely that snake there as well, so...
All right. What if it's like... somebody can, like, change into animals like Andesis?
So, like a snake pixie?
No, like a dryad.
A snakesy.
Oh. Oh, my gosh.
Well, the sound's louder that way.
Yeah, we're going to look into it.
We have to investigate. That's why we're here.
We're going to figure this out. We don't want nobody else getting taken or getting hurt.
Are you guys sure?
Charm.
Are you sure? Because we can go back with them, too. I mean...
Okay, charm for me.
All right.
You two should go back to school.
6 on a 6. 10. 10 total on a D6.
Okay.
Nice.
Fine.
And I know Katrin doesn't really like me all that much, but can you let her know what's going on and tell her to be careful? You don't have to say it's for me. You just let her know to be careful.
Oh, jeez.
There is like...
Tell them we found a ribbon.
You found a ribbon?
We found 2 ribbons. Yeah, we found...
One was, I think it was Katrin's, and then the other one was from... was it Mav? What's her name?
Mavis.
Mavis. I was trying to combine Mavis with Savni. I was like, Mavni. Mavis.
Savni.
Rona... Okay, go. Sorry, you go on.
Let's say we think this might belong to Mavis.
Okay. Did you show them the pink one?
Yeah, right? I mean, who has the pink one?
Mavis. You're thinking...
No, I'm saying, what's your
Twig did.
I had the pink one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Twig, you have it, right?
Yeah. I checked to make sure, look at Fynch, make sure I still have it. Okay, I do.
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, so Erona looks at the 2 ribbons and is just like, she just raises an eyebrow, like, okay. But Savni goes, yes, that's Mavis's. And I do believe Katrin, that is Katrin's ribbon.
Oh.
Where did you find Katrin's ribbon? It's been missing.
A weird magical spot?
Yeah.
We found it at
right?
It was on. I just know the blue was on the. We're talking about the pink or the blue.
The blue
pink
one.
Katrin,
the blue one.
Blue one's on the boat. Yes. Yeah, so, yeah, it's on a boat. Like it was.
It was in a stream.
So, did you mean like a toy boat or like a?
Yeah, it's like a crude. It was like a toy boat. It was a toy boat, right?
A leaf boat.
If I remember correctly.
Like a leaf boat.
Yeah.
Made of leaf and twigs.
Yeah, a little leaf boat.
They look at each other. Well, Thomas likes his leaf boats, so maybe he took it.
Thomas, you said?
Thomas? It's
Thomas.
her little brother.
Katrin's brother.
Oh. Okay, well. I mean, that makes sense, but... Huh.
Well, he's persnickety. I don't know, but Katrin doesn't typically take him into the woods. They're usually just on the farm.
Well, what's weird is we also found like things like this, and I showed him like the swords that the wooden swords that Rhys and I found. It was in the same area.
She's Erona just narrows her eyes and is like, I don't find it odd to find toys in the woods.
I mean, I don't
Kids
know.
are in the woods.
It was all in the same area as this, and if he's not going with Katrin, who's he going out there with?
There's kind of an look on her face. Point to you. Savney goes, he does talk about a boy sometimes.
What?
Cassian? I thought he was Cassian. Cassie. Sometimes, but the way he speaks about it, it sounds like he's talking about an imaginary friend. I thought it was just fancy.
Oh, well.
And you did say earlier when I was out there that the footprints weren't human, right?
They were humanoid.
Humanoid.
Yeah, so there were the footprints with the glitter in them, and then a second, pair of footprints that were humanoid. And then there was a third that was like the snake tracks that followed them.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. Glitter footprints don't really make sense. I mean, how much glitter would they... Wait a second. This doesn't make sense. So, I mean, how would...
Does the fashion club use glitter a lot?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a lot to me. And I mean, if they did, they were dropping a lot, though, and stepping in it, too. I mean...
Well, I mean, it's not like it was coated in glitter, but glitter stays on
glitter.
You forever. So you see little specks of it in the track.
I was thinking like a full-on glitter track. Man,
no, it's not like a trail. It's like you get really close and examine
you see the sparkle.
The footprints. You see the sparkle there. Yeah,
True. Oh man, that makes more sense.
Right, well, can you guys go check on Katrin and her brother, make sure they're okay, and let them know that there's something out here that's potentially dangerous.
If you want to tell your parents too, that's fine. By the way, just saying.
And if we go missing, then you know where we went.
We should escort them back to make sure that they don't get caught by the singing again.
That's a great plan. I agree. That's a really good plan.
And then we'll come back to explore more.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll definitely come back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's escort them out and.
Yeah, we could just go on our brooms. It'd be faster that way.
We could just walk back where we came. I mean, it only took.
I don't think I'm gonna fit on your broom.
You guys didn't bring your brooms?
I was like, I imagine brooms are a bit of a luxury commodity.
Oh.
Oh my
So
God,
Arona's like,
Rhys wouldn't know that.
No.
Just
Yeah, exactly. He's just young. He's a kid.
left it at home.
Oh.
And then Savney's just
but they're so cool, and I'm just kind of riding on it and just kind of walking with it between my legs.
But Rhys, walking is even cooler though. I mean, that's more like an animal, so it's even
walking
cooler.
keeps you closer to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
That's a terrible place to be.
Oh, I mean, but that's where else would we be? I mean,
Rhys doesn't laugh. Michael laughs.
Unless you're making a nest or something.
I like that distinction, Michael.
You can't make a nest in the air, so. But so I guess we're all gonna head back.
Yeah, the same way we came. It only took 20 minutes.
If it's okay with them, I mean, they may not want us to walk. Would you guys be okay if we walk with you? Just make sure you guys don't get pulled back into the forest by whatever this is.
To keep you safe.
let's have Twig and Fynch do charm.
Okay.
Fynch is a beast at charm, so I ain't worried about it. Okay, 9 because I rolled terribly. Oh my god.
Yep.
6.
Can I use?
Yeah,
I got
even worse.
I got a 5, and I'll use my adversity tokens. I have 4 adversity tokens. I failed. You start with 3, right? And anytime you fail, you get 1.
Yeah.
So I'm at 4.
Okay. You okay. With that, and you have a 20, right? Yeah, on your
I have 12.
speaking.
Charm is 12. Oh, for Fynch.
Okay. I think that's enough. Erona is clearly not into the idea. She's like, I can handle. And then Savney is like, Oh, an escort would be wonderful. And then she sort of like looks at Arona and was like,
You gotta have us. And I'm gonna talk her into this because you need to have someone with you because you might hear the music in between. And the two of you have no power against it. We have to be there with you to make sure you get back safe. It's for your own protection.
She just looks at you like, you're this tiny, like, Kenku, and she's like, what are you gonna do? Play your kazoo?
If you'd like.
Hey. Oh, smooth.
I guess this party's going. And then she just shakes up her shoulders. She shoulders her quiver and bow and is like, let's go. And Savney says, I like it.
We got you.
Before we go, I'm gonna be pulling on Emiryn's cloak.
Yeah.
And can you, and like I gesture at me that's covered in slime and dirt, and I'm like, can you cast prestidigitation?
Press
Yeah.
imagination.
Press imagination.
I will cast it on him to see if I can clean him up.
Roll brain. Imagine this is something you do all the time.
Oh yeah, I do this all the time.
It's gonna be pretty low.
When he does it, I'm
10
gonna throw my
plus
stinky
2 is a
hand
12.
in the way too to make sure he gets off the stinky slime off my hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just flick your wand and the slime seems to just swirl off in a what color is his magic? What's his magic look like?
I would say it's probably the same kind of color. It's like this blue tealish color that just kind of like flows out, and it's like the wind goes with it, and it like just kind of wraps around him and your arm that's out there in front of it, and just pulls all the filth off, and it looks like they were never dirty.
Yeah, just
And it just flies off into the forest where it belongs.
yeah, and
where
it
the
just it just deposited back into the forest.
Yeah.
And the party then.
Hey, Emiryn.
Do we? Oh, sorry.
Did you see me shoot my bow?
That was cool.
Do you think Auntie Saren would think it's cool?
Of course. Why wouldn't she?
Yes.
When you finally get to train with her, I think she'll be super impressed that you already started learning a little bit on your own.
Yes. Learning ranger spells.
Already.
I heard this from Mom. Dad actually knows how to use a bow too.
What? No.
Yeah, he there was even a time that he used it.
Your
and now he
dad?
uses his magic. Yeah.
No.
Next, you're gonna say that he plays the lute. I don't believe you.
I heard he doesn't
does.
play it that well. I heard like very like mediocre. No offense, but I just what I've heard.
What?
He does play it.
Mom plays the lute. Dad doesn't play the lute.
I think he learned or he picked it up so he could like play with her. But like he doesn't do it often, but I've heard him play. It's not terrible. It's not as good as Mom.
No.
It can't be.
Nowhere
It can't be as bad as Prince will always playing that stupid song that
Oh
in the water. It
God.
can't be that bad.
It drives me nuts. Dad said even though they're like best
Yeah.
friends, he
Oh,
hated
you're
he
talking
played
about Gas on the Puddle. Yeah, I don't like that song.
That's
Didn't Principal Hipley make that our anthem?
yeah. I don't know why though. Like you.
Yeah, every so
Play it on the
often.
kazoo.
Every so often, he convinces like some like horn player, like a trumpet or something, to just like blare that at like the crack of dawn.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting headaches just
Everyone
thinking about
knows.
That's funny.
Gas on
would
the
we-
puddle.
It's like dad music.
Fire in the sky.
Being at a wizard school, would we know any kind of healing spells? Would that be something we learn at all? Somewhat.
Yeah.
I want to do one. Could I do one for Aislin on their bruised leg? Because I'm like, I feel terrible about it. So would it be possible to try to cast a healing spell?
Yeah, but magic's very flexible in this system. So just do another brain.
Okay,
Describe what
I promise you, this time I'm not going to like, I'm not checking. I'm going to do reverse. I'm going to do a healing spell. Let's see. Oh my look! Wow.
Are you sure?
He cut your leg open.
Well,
he inflicts wounds. He doesn't heal wounds. He inflicts wounds.
So that's a one. That's
Throws
a
the
nice
gavel
one.
again.
And brain's my highest stat. That's a one.
Okay.
With the,
Any adversity?
I used it to
Use all
charm
of
to let them walk
right.
back. Yeah.
You just hit her bruise again.
Oh my gosh! I'm done. Okay. You.
I begin running away.
Twig, stop hitting my sister, man.
Can someone do a healing
I'm running.
spell?
I'm running towards Aislin, and
Don't let her out of your sight, Rhys.
I'm gonna put my arm around her, and I haven't really learned the spell yet, but here's a good berry, and I reach into my packet and I just pull out like a blackberry, and I give it to her.
It is a good berry.
Yeah, it's a good berry.
Yeah, and then Savni comes over and she's like her known. Everyone has like a known spell that they cast a lot, and hers is like basically an ice spike, and so she like cast it. She casts that, and it's in her hand, and she says, "Well, you can put this against the bruise. It might help it."
While that's going on, I'm just walking next to Erona, saying nothing while we walk and keeping an eye out. Because everyone else has left and gone forward, and I'm sort of stuck there.
I'm gonna hold the ice towards Aislin's.
That was intentional, by the way. He left you back there intentionally.
So
No.
Do you like-
No.
do you like Professor
Yeah.
Twang?
Are you talking to Erona?
Yeah.
And then she like looks around and then looks down at you because she
Yeah.
didn't even know you were there.
Dang.
Love that.
I love it too.
The gnome.
Yeah. Professor Twang. You like him?
Honestly, it was really dry. Usually I try to stick through it because Catherine wants me to do better in school, and my parents, but wow.
He does
like-
really good charm spells, though.
It does?
Oh, I guess you haven't noticed. It's interesting. Are you passing your classes?
The important ones.
Oh, okay. Wait, which are the important ones? I don't know that. I've been held back.
You know, like PE and I feel like
That's
it'd actually
important?
be really. Of course, it's important, especially if you're doing, if you're going into an athletic field like scouting.
Oh.
Math's okay, I guess. I like it more when it's practical, though, and you can count. And I like the part where they talk about interest.
Okay, cool.
And like she,
I don't even know what that means.
it means if like, say you're a money lender and someone borrows money for you, when you lend with interest, they get a certain amount of time to pay you back, but according to how much interest you put on it, they have to pay you more.
Well, they shouldn't buy it. They shouldn't borrow the money if they're going to have to pay more than what they borrowed.
Well, that's the beauty of it. Sometimes people just need the money then. It's like stealing without any effort.
Oh.
Wow, giving him fuel. Oh my god. Well,
Whoa.
Yeah, now my brain is just cranking like, what?
He's like, now it's time to pay attention in
He's
James
like,
class.
okay.
And then she looks at like your pack, and she sees like a bunch of like all your shiny trinkets, and then like the wheels turn. Like she's very much a classic jock, where like you can see the wheels turn, and then she goes, she reaches into her pocket and then like pulls up the pebbles. It's like,
when I see that happen, I run. Wait for me! Hold on, I forgot about something, and I just ditch the conversation.
Oh. Ooh. Is she gonna get him? She's athletic though. I'm just saying.
She is athletic. She can totally
She is
let me
athletic.
down.
Yep, longer legs too.
Taller. Yeah, exactly.
Is she gonna? Ooh.
You start running, she takes 3 steps.
feel like her you feel your feet like lift off the ground.
Oh no.
She holds you by your pocket. She's like, have you been putting rocks in this stuff?
No.
Make a charm to deceive her.
That's something a crazy person would do.
10.
What's the dice on?
A
What dice
D20.
is it? Let's see how.
But maybe I can try and find out who's doing it.
She's like, her eyes look at you, and she's trying so hard to get a read on you, but like you have an avian face, and she has like so little context for that, so she just is like, sure, if you feel like it. You just so slowly lower her down as you can see you.
Is everything okay?
Oh, good.
Someone keeps putting pebbles and rocks in my stuff, and I don't. I mean, it's
Let me see some of them.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a gift. Maybe somebody likes you.
It means good luck. Maybe.
Let me see some of them.
Okay,
Maybe
she
they're
just
gifts.
holds them out.
Oh,
Why? What? I
well,
want
those
rocks.
I don't know. I mean,
that's a skipping stone from the lake. I mean, those are good luck. Those ones right there, those two. So whoever did that, I mean, obviously is giving you benefit.
Roll
Look,
another charm.
But Twig is thinking like, okay, if
Yeah.
I say something though, like I'm gonna be a part of this, like
18.
implicitly, like, ooh.
Okay, she's like,
And
she looks at you with disbelief, and then looks at the rocks. She's like, I do like skipping rocks. Like a whole new world opens. She like looks into the distance. Maybe rock friend isn't so bad.
So,
oh, there's
no
the path
comment on
we were
that.
going- there's the path we were on. We need to make sure we go through there because that's how we got here.
Or we could just, take the path up the road.
yeah, because we're walking them home. We're not trying to go through the forest.
Because there's like a walking trail that's breaks off from the just the like normal like frequented roads in Shaley, and there's a break off that goes into the shooting range because it's a recreational area. So you just go back up that trail and come to the
Main
the
road.
pathways.
Yeah.
And
it's
you see,
dusk now, right? Like evening.
yeah, it's dusk. Yeah, it's
We should,
like
probably,
this.
we should probably walk them home, and then we should all probably go home tonight anyways. We don't want to be out too late.
Yeah, I scratch a little bit. I get nervous from the moment that happened there. Probably drop a few feathers.
Well, we haven't found the kids yet.
I know. We're gonna come back after we get them safe.
We'll look tomorrow as well. We know that there's something happening. We have some leads. We could maybe talk to Tom.
We sure we don't want to tell any parents yet, though. I mean, it seems we sure we don't want to talk.
They don't
If
do
we
anything
tell
yet.
them-
The principal
tell
had the
them
letter on his desk and did nothing.
We
Let's go
don't.
to school.
But do you know if we saw it yet, though, Fynch? I mean, to be fair to Mr.
It's
Hipley,
open.
Mr. Amberwater, we don't know if he read it yet.
The note was open. I'm assuming you read it.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's not doing anything about it, though. He's got those
No.
he
That
can
I
like,
agree
make
with.
bad things disappear, so it's fine.
Just because it's open doesn't mean he read it. I open books all the time and don't read them.
Yeah, but we're talking about Principal Hipley.
Yeah, he really does like his books a little bit, a lot of bit.
I will say this. We have some places we can check out. I don't think we should tell our parents yet because they may stop us from finding more clues. We may be the ones that can figure out what's going on. If we tell them, they may stop us, and then nobody finds those that went missing. And I want to find them. I want them to go home.
Okay. Me too. I mean, just hopefully I want us to go home as well. But fine. All right. I mean, nothing too bad has happened, so you're right. I mean, but although that spell is kind of scary though, because you saw what it did to them. I mean, that seems to be pretty. I don't know, but fine. We'll wait.
I'm going to turn to Savney. So, Savney,
Yes.
what do you think my chances are with Katrin? Like, I know she like thinks like I'm always bad or whatever, but I'm not. I'm really a good guy.
There's just like she just blinks. There's just a long like blink. Currently as it stands, I would say none.
So there's hope.
If you want to interpret it that way, sure.
As it stands, that means that
As it
things could change.
stands, you know, Katrin can change her mind. She just thinks you're absolutely terrible. So
Why? Why did I do that so terrible?
because you squander your
I don't
She's
squander
just-
anything. Did you
she's
not
like,
see? Did you not see the vines that I used on
I'm
you to
laughing
stop you
at
from going
that.
into the forest? I know this stuff. See, the thing is I study at home all the time and at school. Like I have like
You
a million
what?
teachers.
Well, I mean, I kind of whispered to him like because I talked to Sandy before in the first episode. I talked to them and they were mad because he skipped out of class. So I'm like, well, you did kind of leave class and that wasn't.
But
too
I already
cool for
even
them. I'm just saying.
the things that they were teaching. I've already been taught that stuff, and I wanted to, and if we didn't leave class, we wouldn't know about the people missing. And it's a good thing we did because sometimes the best things to do is to go out and learn by doing.
Okay, that's more Okay, I mean, more accidental. I mean,
That's why we
or
snuck out of
incidental, but
school.
fine.
I just tug on Savney's robe, and I have one of the strawberries in my hand and hold it out to her.
oh,
While they're busy with that, I try and
Thank
sneak
you.
the ribbon away from Twang.
But what? Twang? Excuse me.
Twang, you're
Excuse
Twang now.
me.
He gave you a new nickname.
that-
Twig is now
that's-
Twang.
While they're occupied in this conversation, I should be able to have a chance at sneaking away the ribbon from
Go ahead
them.
and roll. I'll want you to roll. Go roll. What am I don't
man,
roll
I'm
anything,
not sure
right?
what that would be. It
It
might be
I feel like
flight,
Probably
Might be
flight,
flight.
pickpocketing.
Versus brain.
I
flight
feel
or
like-
Yeah.
brains. What
Yeah.
other? I could do other. Savney says, "But thank you, little one. I will cherish this."
I'm sorry, my big brother's weird.
Hey, not
And then
weird.
she leans over and she says, "I have a weird one too."
I lean towards Aislin and I'm just like, I think Big Brother wants to kiss Katrin.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, I lose it. I lose at that. I'm just like, well,
Well, it's and Savney just goes. I mean, it's rather apparent to those who pay attention.
Ew.
but hey, he is a good guy though. I mean, like look, he means well. Come on now, what he's done today. I mean, he does mean well. He's he has a good heart. Come on now.
But Savney is someone who she also comes from wealth because she basically is like a foreign exchange student who like came with her family and settled there. And she says Katrin is very sensitive to her station in life, and perhaps your she struggles a little bit. She's like the magic and Sage Wind lines are very distinguished, and you come from a lot of wealth of culture and also just wealth in general. I mean, she like gestures at the brooms. Just like Katrin could never dream of affording broom. I would say she's jealous, but it's more than that. It's like she sees everything you have and thinks that you don't appreciate it, and it frustrates her.
Well, let her know I do. I do appreciate it. She may not see it because she doesn't really know me. I've been trying to show her, but it's not that easy.
You just see the amount of times this man presentations all his stuff like 24/7 ever since he learned how to do it. Like, no, he definitely cares about it. I mean, you do
care
it.
About the truth is, Avni, I don't want to just sit in a room and learn about magic and learn about things. I want to go out and make a difference. I want to go out and explore, figure out who I am. Can't do that.
That's why I was held back.
Well,
It's totally worth it. It's worth it. You learn more.
Why does everyone hate class? I mean, yes, I mean you do, but class isn't that bad. I mean, come on.
Classes are bad.
I don't hate
Sometimes,
class.
though, there are things that are better. At the moment.
Well, Emiryn, I am not the person you need to convince.
Well, I mean, she won't even let me talk to her. She just walks away. Can't even get a chance.
I'll help you with that. And I take him aside and say,
Yeah,
you put little pebbles in their pockets?
No,
Or
that
bells?
that
Maybe if
doesn't
they're
work.
really worthy, a
That
ribbon?
doesn't work.
Do we hear the bells? Do we hear the bells as we walk? By the way, if the bells in the
Ding,
pack, do we hear like this?
It's like jingling faintly against all the other pebbles.
Jesus.
And then, like, Arona, like, sifts through her pockets, and she's like, how did Belle get in here?
I just look. I try to look at Fynch like, okay, well, and look away. Just
Wow. All right. Well, let's get you guys home, and then I got to get my brother and sister home.
Yeah, we gotta get everyone home. We're gonna have to gather for. Oh my gosh, we have school tomorrow.
yes, I mean,
Wait, is
yeah,
tomorrow
we do.
school, or was today? Was today like the
Listen.
last day of school?
There's another day. There's 3 days, so there's 2
Left.
more days of school.
Yeah, and we're gonna be
All right.
going on break or like a spring break equivalent or summer break.
Summer.
Or something. Yeah, summer break.
Summer break.
So-
It's too gosh darn hot.
Yeah.
If we can't ditch class 2 days in a row. We'll get caught.
No. We'll go to class after class tomorrow. We all meet up where we met up today, and then we'll go from there. And we'll retrace our steps again. We had to have missed something the first time around.
Yeah. Yeah, we had
And
to. You're right.
is Thomas in your guys' class?
No, Thomas is like. Oh, he's like really little. He's like 3 or 4.
No. Oh, okay, I thought he would have been in my brother and sister's class. So
Yeah, he's like almost in the like. I'd say he's almost 5. So he's
Whoa,
like.
wait, he's out there
He's-
alone? What the heck?
maybe you guys could
Whoa.
meet up with Thomas and like learn more about like his friend. What they say, Cassian?
Cassian? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can ask him about it.
I thought it was an imaginary friend.
Well,
Oh.
given the circumstance, perhaps it isn't.
Especially because there was 2 boats found and one boat was really well made compared to the other one, which I believe was Thomas's. So yeah, it doesn't. I don't think an imaginary person can make a boat.
Do you think
So-
Cassian's a pixie or a snake or a snixie?
Maybe we can find out. And if they can't find out, maybe both of you guys could talk to him. You guys are closer to his age. Maybe he'll be more interested to share his stuff with you.
Hmm.
You guys are really good at talking to people. So I think you guys would be really good at talking to him.
You come to Arona's house,
You
and
just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
it's an an A-frame cabin, and she goes, "Right, thanks."
Have a CH bar in class. Have a good night.
Yeah, I hope you figure it
I don't
out.
know, would you like me to try to fix your wand? I could try a mending spell on it.
Sure. She just like brings it out, and like there's like an edge of sass, but it's not like directed at you. It's more like she just doesn't want to like wand in general. Like she's just like, I don't like.
Well, I mean, if you don't want me to, I don't have to.
Just do
Well,
it.
Say,
It is pretty annoying to keep fixing it.
Okay, I'll try. Crack my fingers, pull out the cards, hand
Okay.
them, and then what do you
Brain.
roll? All right.
Can't be a 1.
I rolled a 7, and again I have +1 +1 to stat and +1 to magic, so 9.
9. Yeah. It snaps back together like
Wow,
swings it around.
that was pretty good.
I fist bump. I'm like, nice.
Not bad.
You don't fist bump back. That's fine.
If you want any help, let me know. Or Fynch actually taught me a lot of stuff too, so maybe he could like teach you some magic stuff as well.
I blush.
I'll think about it.
No one can tell though.
I was gonna say. I was like, how can you even blush? What?
I tried, Fynch.
She just like waves and goes inside, and then Savney's house isn't that far either. You get to her house, and there's like a gate, and there's like a stone building that is it's like borderline palatial, but like they integrated it really well into the environment. It was actually kind of a big fuss when Savney moved because the locals like didn't want this giant building in like the middle of their like forest, like city, and so they had to like integrate it, and like they basically like built the building around the trees, and so they just have courtyards for the trees. And
Nice.
Savney, she just bow, and which is something she does often. We've gathered that it's a cultural thing, and she says, "Thank you for the escort."
I bow.
And then she leans over to Emiryn. If you want to get good with Catherine, start with the brother.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh, she's like pretty smart.
Stephanie is cool.
And then she doesn't even use the gate. She like climbs over the gate. And just goes inside.
And very dexterous too.
You know what? We need like a secret handshaking so we don't get infiltrated. We should make a really cool one on the way to home.
What about?
Well, do you have an idea?
Right, and we just like, add to it. Oh, I like it. I like it.
Oh no! We could all touch each other's fingers like this, so it'll look like this, and
Oh,
There
we
we
like
go.
lock our
Feather?
hands together and just do
Birds
this.
of a feather.
But that's too quick. That can't be the whole thing. It's got to take like a minute or 2 minutes.
Or
I mean,
or not.
Oh, yeah. Just,
It's got to take 2 minutes.
Or not.
like it can.
So no
I
one
mean,
can infiltrate it.
Yes, nobody can
don't-
copy it.
I don't think we'll be able to do it right every time if it's 2 minutes long.
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
Somebody's gonna forget.
You can
Somebody's gonna
Then
forget.
we
something.
deserve to be kidnapped.
I hid around my pockets. I'm like, wait, where is the ribbon? What the Fynch? Really?
what?
Really? Don't what? No. Where is it? You can have it. It's fine. I don't want it anyway. It's fine.
I stopped looking.
And you, yeah,
I
you
stopped.
begin walking.
I stopped pretend looking.
Where's it?
Okay.
Just John Travolta.
Whose house is next?
Well, probably. I mean, because I live like way like the kobolds like on the opposite side. So I feel like mine big one the last, but so I feel Emiryn. I feel like would be your guys' place.
Actually, they probably would be fairly close to Savney because the
Oh.
kobolds moved in at the same time, so it would be like the
Okay.
same part of the land or general area where like they're like, this is where new buildings are. So you're not that far. What we'll say it's your house next. What's your house look like?
Oh, so it looks. Dang, it's a hard question. So it's very short. I mean, because kobolds are pretty small, so like it's very like not as grand, but still like neat and orderly. almost looks like a courthouse. Like all the buildings almost like connected courthouses. Just like really gets to like they know their vibe.
Large pillars.
Large like
Makeshift
front
pillars.
pillars, and then there's like stairs leading up to it.
And there's a kobold statue too with blinded with because so you're like nice.
Yeah, it's holding the scales.
It was actually made by
Has a jug in one hand.
It was made by Kala. Kala actually made it for us later on. So
You commissioned Kala to make the statue. It's like a fountain actually, and you placed it in like your yard, and like there's the water comes out of the jug.
There's no water. It's just mayo.
Originally it did have mayo, but that really just didn't work very well. So
after a hot day, nah.
After day one, they're like, no, this is a terrible idea.
You can still smell like the hint of like just rotten mayo. You can still smell
there's just a little bit of mayo smell.
Excuse the smell, guys. But and as we go up though, like I want I'm gonna make sure my parents see them because like I want parents to be like, hey, they're not all bad. So like, the moms, the dad, back just with my good friends over here. Do a charm. Your parents are lawyering, doing their lawyer stuff. I mentioned they're like working late into the night, both at their desks. Am I doing a charm or are they doing a charm?
Miss,
you're doing a charm.
Miss Twig, I have a question about pinky promises. If you have more than one in a day, does the second one cancel out the first one? Or is it possible to have two pinky promises simultaneously operating in one 24-hour period? It's a legal debate we've been having.
But they're two different things, though. Two different things, Mom. Okay, two completely different
I'm
things.
using this law talk as charm.
Law talk as charm. They like you, Twig. They don't have a problem with you. And she is this kobold female, and the only really difference between the females is that they have a their build is a little more slender, and then their fringe is a little bit their fringe how it's displayed is different. Like the males go straight down the back, but then the females sometimes have like kind of like a crown. And so she says, well, that would depend on the the clause statements involved in both of the pinky promises. She's basically saying like it depends on like whether it depends on the pinky promise. Like, does the pinky promise say this is the only pinky promise you can have? Or in that, and if you make another one, this one is void. But if you can have two, if they both stay like being, rather like by omission, it's like you can have, as long as it doesn't say you can't have another one in addition to what you already have going on, it's fine.
Regardless of the answer, I say loud enough for her to hear, darn it, you win again, Twig, and put out a fist for a fist bump. You were right again about the law.
That's my boy. And then she just that's Twig.
You see Rhys like looking like intently on his hand, and it's like, where do you find the small print for pinky promises though? Where's the clause?
Well, Mom,
kobolds have claws.
Which is true. You met Rhys, Aislin, and also in Emiryn, right? You met them as well.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Twig hit me today.
It was twice.
Well, twice. Mama,
He's got a big bruise.
In Draconic, I explained
It was by
like,
accident.
okay.
Well, wait.
I'd say Draconic because I'm nervous. Like I was trying to do a spell. I was trying to do a spell, and she was quick, and so I chucked it, but I stopped the spell, and then I tried to heal it, And then
You know, your mom, when she's like actually mad, and she's like actually mad because like she usually keeps like a very straight face. But there's like a really slight eye twitch when she's actually mad, and she's in Draconic. Back to you. This is unacceptable.
Twig.
We could get sued for this.
The first law of holes. When you're in one, stop digging.
I know, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I apologize. But I stopped the spell and okay. Well, all right. Well, it's getting late, guys. So but like I said, we had a good time though, and then like I said, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Kind of walk back, like head down, just like yeah.
Have a good night, Twig.
There's just like a slow door shut.
I don't fully understand Draconic. I've been learning it. Something about you could sue them for lots of money.
Is that with interest?
Not you. She could sue him for lots of money, I think.
I think
maybe
suing
I don't
might
know.
be another way of stealing.
Was
With,
either
like
was either
interest.
suing.
Why would I want to take money from Twig?
She either said
Yeah.
suing or stewing. I'm not sure.
Why would I want to stew Twig?
Are they gonna try to eat my sister?
I don't know.
Why would they stew me?
Just cuts to like a head cannon of like like Twig's mom over like a big
Oh my
cauldron,
God.
salting her.
Hey,
I think they were shooing us, not stewing us, like shooing
I
us
don't
to
know.
go.
It could have been shoe. It could have been shoe.
They want to
Stew
throw
or
shoes
stew.
at us?
No, like shoo, go away.
No, they want to put shoes
Twig's
on
in
us.
trouble. With this
Oh.
mom.
I really got to learn. I really got to pay attention to the Draconic lessons.
Dad can afford new shoes for us.
It's okay. I can teach you lizard. They're like almost like dragons.
I think that's offensive.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Twig or anybody else. Let's just keep that with us.
Oh, okay.
oh God.
We'll say this too, but you walk more and you get back to Grandma's house. And this Fynch, you live further down the pathway.
Yeah,
The
we
wall.
we have a small house that overlooks the slough.
Oh, okay.
Finch, are you good, or do you want us to
Great.
walk with you?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Not afraid of nothing.
Okay.
Except of giant
Well-
snakes.
I'm not a big fan of snakes. No.
All right.
Yeah, the three of you walk into Grandma Rhiannon's house, and it's
Oh, how cute.
the one your mom grew up in.
Screwed up.
So, and Grandma's inside. She has she's curled up on the couch with like a book and is asleep. And then you hear you hear Mom and Dad in the kitchen. They're talking about dinner. Oh, I cut the potatoes. No, just smaller. Well, I got it, Twitten. You go inside. You see them. There's for some reason Vezran's loot's on the table, and the two of them are just working on dinner together.
Oh, we missed Dad's concert again.
You know,
Mama.
did
You know, you keep saying that, and I don't think he ever has a concert.
Mom comes over and gives all of you a big hug.
Ah, you're squishing my strawberries.
Oh, you found some good ones. Should we put them in a pie?
Yeah.
Okay. We can start making that tomorrow. How was school?
It was good. Mom,
Yeah.
how did you and Vesrin Well, sorry, he wouldn't say best friend. How did you and Dad fall in love?
And they just both look at each other and are like, oh. And then Twin goes, well,
I saved his life over and over.
Brought it back to life.
Brought it back to life.
She's like, well, I suppose the simple answer would be we were friends first. And then we realized it was, she looks at him, it was a bit more. Anything you want to add, love? And then she looks at Vezrin. So, Morgan, do you want to answer for Vezrin?
Well, your mother is very persuasive, and I remember that.
She looks very proud.
I was a little unsure, and she approached me on a ship, and he's like very uncomfortable, like I don't know how I'm supposed to sit there and say this to her. But he's just kind of stumbling through his words, explaining how we met or not met, but how we were on the boat. How we had that moment. We had a moment. It was a very nice moment on the boat in the middle of the sea where we just got into fighting that Rakshasa. Remember that? That thing was terrible.
Oh yeah, that was awful. But we made it through, and he had a very nice, like she explains like how he had a nice like. She's gonna launch into like how it's a pleasure hall, but then she's like, a nice party room.
Yes.
Lots of food.
That was
Very,
wonderful.
very soft pillows. Anyway, basically, when you fall in love, you feel sort of
Your heart flutters.
that it does. But I think of it more like a lot of it's more like the rise in. She kind of, your mom's usually pretty eloquent, but she struggles to like put this to words, and she's like, it's like a sunrise. It's gradual. It's warm, and it's constant. And then
It
Then
grows
have-
into something more. It lights up your whole life.
exactly. You'll I mean, I hate to say you'll understand it when you get older, but basically, if you find someone who fits you right, then you stick with them. And then she just puts her arm around Vezrin and like
does the same.
nuzzles.
If you're lucky, you find somebody that's worth dying for and being brought back.
So
Don't
So
do
probably-
it.
No, I won't.
So for Emiryn to fall in love with Katrin, he needs to
Shut
kill a
up.
Rakshasa, and he needs to
He's got to be a
Take her to-
friend
and take her to a boat
and a party.
at a party room.
He's got to feel the flutters.
Rhys.
He's gotta feel. He's
Aislin,
gotta
stop.
flutter.
Stop.
Oh. And Dwayne goes, oh.
Taliesin
She-
retches. Ugh.
Oh, Jellison! Yeah. Yeah, no, I want him to be here too. You hear you hear Taliesin pop in, and then Avriel is also home. So the two of them poke their heads in, and then Talison's like, "Oh, hey, you're back. How was school?"
It was great. And I'm going to my room now. And I...
Great.
And Talison's like, "Was that me?" No. He's just let it go.
No, it was them. At the steps, I try and go, no, it was those two.
What did I do?
He's helping you out, teaching you about love.
Yeah. So you settle.
I cross my arms and I'm like, he's the one that wants to kiss Katrin.
I told you he's weird.
So Catherine's a nice lass. So does she it's the half elf that down by the lane.
Yeah,
She
but
Yeah, who looks
she
after
does. But she doesn't like Emiryn.
she doesn't like Emiryn.
He did a bad impression. Is it impression? First impression.
Oh, she's like, well, that does muddy the waters. And she's like, there's this. She looks at Vezrin, and then he knows that this is her like, I want to meddle look. I want to meddle, and he's like,
Now-
should I meddle?
Now,
Definitely
Tuh,
just like
if you
this.
remember, I didn't always leave the best impression on people, even with you the first time we met, probably. Perhaps just let the boy, do his own thing for a little bit, and if he needs your help, he'll come to you.
Right. Right. Yeah, I don't want to be, that overbearing mother. And then she turns around and she's like, just want to get rid, please. Anyway, you get served up a gosh, it would be actually a summer salad because it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
So and then probably like something barbecued because also hot. Do you want to do anything else, RP team?
I know I wanted to talk to Aislin at night.
Okay, so actually what happens is Avriel comes to your room and she's like, what happened? You're gone for like forever. You're gone forever.
We were just exploring, having fun. Also, people are missing.
She comes over and sits next to you. Yeah, Mavis didn't come to our meeting.
We found her ribbon in the woods.
What? The pink, sparkly?
Yeah.
But not her?
And we also found a note on Professor Hipley's or Principal Hipley's desk talking about kids going missing. You should stay out of the forest because it seems to attract girls.
She gets a really worried look.
What?
Do you think? I mean,
Can't believe you told an adult.
No, Abrielle.
Every else.
She's in our class.
she's in her class. She's like 13. Like she's a little bit older actually. She's like 16.
Okay.
Maybe it has something to how I was cursed as a kid?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. I mean we don't talk about it a whole lot, but because it doesn't matter. You're fine. You're my sister. You're one of us.
But maybe I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe the forest wants. Heck.
I don't know. I'm still figuring things out, but I will say this. From all the stories Mom and Dad and Thesis and Jada and Hipley and Eisen tell us, it seems to me like it doesn't matter what it's supposed to be. It matters what you do, choices you make. Like, I don't think that it's just, gonna happen because they made things happen. And I think it's through the things we do, our actions. So, are you thinking you're responsible in some way?
I don't know. I just. She looks out the window. It's like it calls me.
Like what? Like, what do you hear? Do you hear music?
Yeah. But I also see faces in the woods.
Twig saw faces in a tree.
Yeah, it's like that. Like, um, it's like a brown face with big black eyes or eyes that are sunken in or something, and it's so hidden. It's hidden so cleverly, or it moves too quickly, and then when I go over there, it's gone. It's not there, and I don't know.
Atlas couldn't see it either. Atlas went over to the tree and couldn't see it. That's Twig's familiar.
I the feeling is like I don't know. It's like I'm going somewhere to
What?
it's very it's I mean it's just a feeling. It's not like I get words in my head, but it's like I'm going some being pulled to fulfill some hole.
Maybe
Like
you should talk to mom, dad, or Tiffany. Let them know that like you're feeling that way, so they can figure it out and maybe they can help you. We're gonna find where everybody's going, and we're gonna help Mavis and everybody else. And you're gonna see that it's not on you, and we're gonna help you because we're family.
Yeah. Thanks, Em.
Is there anything else? Like I feel like you're like holding something back.
I don't know what it is. It just it's hard to explain because I don't understand myself.
Well, I'm always here.
I know. I'll talk to mom tomorrow.
All right, but don't tell her we're doing this because we don't want to tell anybody yet because they'll stop us from looking, and then maybe nobody finds them.
Please tell us.
Plus, if I can show Katrin that like I'm not a bad guy, then maybe she'll like understand that, I do care about things, and I do. I don't want anything happening to anybody in our village, so.
She just kind of like she as soon as you mentioned Katrin, she just kind of like pats her shoulder. She's like, "Man, you got it really bad for her."
I don't know. There's just something about her. Maybe it's the fact that she doesn't like me.
Sure, well, she definitely makes you work for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to you. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. I gotta go talk to Aislin before I go to bed.
She gives you a hug.
Yeah, I give her a hug too. I feel like Emiryn is probably really close with her, like at home, like at school, like we have our own little groups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think at home, like because I feel like he understands how she doesn't feel like she fits in because
Yeah.
I don't feel like I necessarily fit in.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. She basically she just struggled with feeling like she fits in, and throughout the year she has had a real struggle with like imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever like something makes her feel like an outsider or an outlier, like it really shakes her.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like too surprising that she feels this way.
Oh, Gabrielle, maybe when you're in your group with your friends, like try to warn them to stay away from the woods so that nobody else goes missing.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Tell them like, it's not good to get their clothes dirty, the fashionistas shouldn't be getting all filthy in the woods anyways.
It is really hard to get dirt out of
Yeah.
shoes. So yeah.
Two birds, one
I would
stone. Don't tell Fynch I said that.
I won't. All right. Love you, bro.
Love you.
She goes to her room.
All right, and I'll go knock on Aislin's door.
When she goes to her room, she starts feeding blood to her cat.
Oh my gosh! Shut up! Shut up! Shut
You're the
up!
worst. You're the worst.
Shut up!
Only kidding.
Eyes roll back and she starts scribbling all over the ground.
Oh my god! Don't.
Then out by the
no.
well, hands come out.
Go in her room and she's like hanging from the ceiling with her hair all hanging down.
Sister.
Is this a bad time?
I'll come back later.
I can come back later.
So you're doing a thing.
I knock on Aislin's door.
Come in.
Hey,
I'm just on the floor and I'm like kind of half writing, half doodling in a journal.
how's your leg?
And I show my leg. Bruce,
But you're okay?
There's like a big purple bruise.
Yeah.
I think
You know-
so.
You know, Twigs, he didn't mean it. He was trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to be too mad at him. Give him a hard time, though. But don't
Oh,
be too,
definitely.
I just wanted to see how you're doing. I know you had those visions, and also the music is kind of weird. Are you okay? Are you good with helping us like look tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to make sure, because I know sometimes it stresses you out with the visions.
Yeah, the one I had today was pretty intense. Though sometimes they like to get more and I don't think Aislin's ever talked about how more visceral some visions can get because they scare her so much, but you do see like her face get really scrunchy. They do get scary.
I didn't know they can get scary. I always thought it was kind of cool to be able to see the future.
Some futures are scary. Especially when
Well-
you don't know what they're the future for.
Yeah. Well, if I ever make you feel bad about that stuff, I'm sorry. To me, I kind of wish I could see the future because it's confusing. So I think it's cool that you can do that. But I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. Like you do see like the doodle of the one page where she sort of initially explained the vision, but there's like the trees, there's little stick figures of girls, and you can tell they're girls because they're long hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then just these reaching shadows that are just really big black sketchy marks.
That looks kind of scary. Is that what you saw?
Yeah.
Did you see, and I don't want to make you necessarily relive it, but did you see like who the girls were? Or was it just girls? 'Cause
I couldn't really make out who they were. They were just running, and there was creepy laughing. That was about it.
if you get
Yeah,
scared or
what's-
have any bad visions, let me know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not like it was a singular memory. It was like the rush of emotions from like a lot of events at once and like flashes of the moments. It's very jarring.
How about this? Anytime you have a scary vision, you draw it out like this, get it out of your head on the paper. You give me the paper, and I'll take it and I'll hold on to it so you don't have to like worry about the vision. I'll be the one to handle those scary visions for you. I don't know if that'll
Okay.
help, but maybe we can see if that helps. So
Well,
that way it's not-
usually Aunt T likes to tell me to show her, and Eisen sometimes asks me to show him because he knows too.
Well, Aislin was there. Did you talk to him? What
I
he say?
did. He said he would talk to Hipley.
Adults.
Principal Amberwater.
All they want to do is talk about things. Gosh. We're going to do something. and we're gonna make sure those visions don't come true. And you're gonna be a hero because you're gonna make a difference.
Okay.
All right. And it's not because of your visions. You're just gonna make a difference because you're helping people. Because that's not what defines you as you.
I'll do my best.
Take care of your brother. He's always getting dirty.
Yep.
It's your brother too.
I know, but it's her twin.
You also gotta stop trying so hard. Be you.
I mean,
Stop being weird.
I ain't being me. I'm trying to
That's the good
figure
advice.
me out.
Dang.
Stop being
I
weird.
mean, how do I stop being weird if I don't even know that I'm being weird?
Well, and I bring a little plushie over, like, this is Catelyn. Say you like her.
I poke the nose of like the stuffed animal. I like you.
You poked her nose. Why would you do that? You're so weird. She's gonna go away.
Oh, I wouldn't poke her nose for real. It's just no. Oh, all right.
You're terrible
Let's try
at
it again.
pretend. Okay.
Catherine,
It's
I think you look lovely today. Would you like to go and have something to eat?
Well, I
You
don't
hold-
know.
You hold the plushie in front of you.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
don't-
cat
I don't
one.
know.
It's like a cat like do you know like squishmallows look like or
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a big fat cat with like a really derpy face, and it's really like fat and adorable, and she like holds it in front of her.
This has been very helpful. I'll try to take these lessons to heart. You know who you should do this lesson with as well?
Hmm?
Fynch.
Oh.
Fynch needs these lessons. Hardcore.
Fynch doesn't need them.
Fynch needs them. You should try this scenario with him.
Okay.
He needs
I'll
it.
I'll bring
Finch loves Catherine.
Miss Moon Pie. She's the cow one.
I think that'll be perfect.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go to bed.
Are you saying Arona's a cow?
I mean,
utterly
she's
ridiculous.
Furbolg.
She is a furball.
Oh,
You're spot on.
Yep.
Oh.
All right,
So
so
Oh.
Pan.
The only thing I would
Panway.
do, the only thing I would do before going to bed is I would want to make a deal with my brothers to stop messing with with my friends. So that's the only thing I
Sure,
would do.
sure.
before-
We could do this scene, and then there's one more with Finch. So
That's some hard negotiation to get your brothers to
I
stop
know.
messing with someone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to
Oh,
see
I
the
know.
paperwork.
You got to bring some. Yes, you got to bring some hard
5-hour
paperwork for
debate.
that.
Let's go.
And get them to sign.
There's just like stacks of paper.
like the three of them are in. They share a room, like a triple bunk bed, and the three of them are crowded around like this table and like have some papers. They're like, hey, yeah, we could do this, and then yeah, okay, let's try that. Yeah, they have I don't know. They're working on something, but you can't tell what it is.
I just walk in like, hey, like, if some older brothers, I'm just gonna walk in. Hey, you three need to. You guys need to. No, we're gonna get this in writing. You guys are gonna stop messing with my group of friends, or else someone's gonna find out, namely Mom. So,
Ooh. Going straight
and I
for
have
the heart
proof.
negotiation.
I know what you did, especially today. And you know I have proof. The little letter that's in your handwriting.
Chargeable offense.
Got him.
It's like the best you have on us is circumstantial. Yeah, circumstantial. Besides, Mom doesn't even like them.
Oh, okay, well, no, that's not completely true. She does actually like Fynch, and Fynch is part of the group, and you did mess with Fynch as well. And it's circumstantial, but there's a lot of circumstantial evidence, which actually, does make a difference, especially with the amount of evidence. So,
Roll a charm.
All right, what is my? I think it's just a plus
You
1.
got
Come on
this.
now.
You got this.
No.
So that's a 2. I don't know if my
Uh,
adversity. Well, I've one adversity token, which I will definitely use.
Do you
on
have
him.
any features or strengths?
Huh.
Well,
They could just not make the deal tonight.
and I do. Well, I do. I will in the psychic link I have with my moth. I will with Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
I will have him, if he can, because he can pick up like light things like of any like the pencil or any, like the pencil they use to write the letter with. Like I'm gonna have him like while I'm talking to them, I'm gonna have him see if he can kind of get that because I feel like a moth can pick up a pencil. So
The one they were using previously, like just like
Mhm.
like 2 seconds ago.
well, either whichever one I feel like because I assume they use the same pencil because like we're very particular, especially with writing things like that. Hit them
Okay,
very
okay.
particular.
Yeah, I gotta have that the 2B
Mhm.
pencil. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, he can like fly around, and the 2, they're like, huh. Well, you know what else we got? And like they they like slide over a shoebox, and they crack it open, and inside is your journal.
That's
You
fine.
know what else we got? All your sissy, gooey love letters for Savni.
That's you know what that's
Oh,
shame.
Savni, your eyes are like the moon in the sky. How I long to liar. Nope, nope. There's a scratch out there. How I long to sing of your praise and loveliness. Shall I go on?
Yes, please. I think you need to add more. You actually got to do it a little more emotion in it, though. So if you're gonna say it, make sure you say it correctly. So
Okay.
I have no shame in that.
Oh,
shame.
okay. Well, I guess you won't mind if we, I don't know, plaster it all over the school, read it
Go
out
ahead.
loud, show and tell.
I'll do you better. I'll read it to her myself. So
Okay. You're on. If you read this to Savni, and you get her to agree to a date, we'll lay off your friend.
wait, a date though? I mean, I'll read it to her for sure, but that's too much. No, I'll read it to her. And that means you're gonna lay off. That's gonna be the deal because there's no way a date. That's putting someone else into it, and that's on their choice. That does not count.
Charm. Charm. Roll a charm.
I'm trying to
Oh,
figure
charm,
out who's
okay.
winning this negotiation, and I don't know.
Okay, that's better. So that's gonna be an 11.
Hey.
It's much better than a 2.
They discuss it. All right, but you gotta read it to her while wearing a silly outfit.
Wait. Okay. First of all, what? Why? So the outfits?
Because
No.
dancing with your friends is fun. And you're trying to convince us to do something else that's fun, so
Well, how about this? No, I got something better. How about I say it and then you guys can every now and then hang out with me in my group, okay? How about that?
we don't want to hang out in your group.
Oh, come on now. I don't know. I mean, the way you guys keep doing all these pranks all the time, I think you guys do actually kind of want to hang out with them. I mean, you always prank the same ones again and again. So, come on.
They're like, no, no, we don't.
Yes, you do the last 13 times. I've written it down. It's 13 times. The same ones.
The discussion amongst the 3. Fine. Read the letter. We witness it. And I guess we'll hang out with you. your dumb friends.
That's sort of a hard bargain, but I think we have a deal. So
The three of them line up in a hand to like shake hands, and so you have to like go down the line and shake all of their hands.
I know it annoys him. I squeeze him a hug together. I know it annoys him, but I just give him like a big group
They're
hug.
like, no.
Mm-hmm. All right, well.
And then the camera pans out, and we go across the village. Well, it's more of a town now. And we come and fly down to Fynch. Fynch, you're walking along the pathway to your house. The road is calm. There's a nice breeze. And you look towards the forest one more time. You can see
a step away from the forest on the path, just and continue walking.
Yeah. But you swear you saw something. Just the outline of a face staring at you from the edge of the forest. That's where we're gonna end.
You know, that cat was perfect.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah. Did you
So
hear?
you see a face. Meow.
It's meows at you. That's all right. That's gonna wrap it up for our session tonight. Stay tuned for the next one. All right, Scott, take us out.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week. Have a good night. Bye.
Oh.